She is beautiful, her dark brown skin glowing red from grounded ochre stones, mixed with cow's milk fat. The mixture is called oatses, and applied all over the body for beauty, sun protection, and skin health. She wears her hair in thick clay buns. She is past puberty, otherwise she has 2 plaits of braided hair styled forward on top of her head. If he was a man, he wore a decorative irem crown made of cow and goat skins to signify that he had been married for at least a year or had a child, as well as 2 leather-striped decorative beads on his ankles, signifying that he had 2 children. She is topless, her breasts hanging bare, despite a large shell necklace for beauty around her neck and a calfskin skirt around her waist. I am telling you about a Himba village. Children run around, some naked and some in long tees and tanks, swinging behind a broken-down Ford truck and having a jumping contest. A couple of Himba men, strangely dressed in Western clothes, are standing and talking in a secluded part of the village, which is surrounded by a wooden fence. Most of the men tend their cattle, which is equivalent to money to us, or perhaps meeting another partner in another village, because the Himbara are polygamous. Himba men usually have 2 wives. Arranged marriages are also common among the Himba. A minor girl of 13 can choose a husband for herself. Once married, the man will bring the woman to his village to live together. These female Himba create strong family bonds, as they leave the village to take care of children, cook food, build houses, and sell handicrafts. In the 16th century, the Himbara migrated from the central eastern part of Africa as cattle herders. They followed the rivers from Angola to Namibia, and when the rivers dried up, followed the Kunene River towards the Atlantic Ocean. These waters were needed for drinking and grazing livestock, for growing green vegetables. The migration continued, one part of the group remained in Opuo, and the other continued to change, and later became Hero. Herero women from the village of OvaTwa are seen wearing German-influenced Victorian clothing. The Himba, who remained behind, had no contact with the outside world for a long time. After the influx of tourists, people from all over the world gradually came to know about their strong culture. Their clothing, comfort with nudity, small huts made of dung and straw, beliefs, sense of community and sharing of goods and food, and much more. Middle of the village there is an enclosure, made of mopin tree wood, which keeps the cattle inside. Ahead, a sacred fire spreads smoke, always burning to help communicate with the spirits of the ancestors. The connection must never be broken, and therefore it is forbidden for anyone to walk between the sacred fire and the cattle enclosure. The chief's main hut is in front of the fire. He has his own house, decorated with paintings of cattle, and the head of his family lives in this hut. In a single cabin, 7 to 10 people can sleep, which is really a bit of a surprise to us. More surprisingly, single women sleep with their boyfriends. The Himba man goes to his girlfriend's house a little late at night, and early in the morning, and comes out before everyone wakes up. Around the walls of the chief's room, decorative clothes can be seen hanging. These include ceremonial wedding headdresses, light and dark colored beads, which have specific interpreta. Light-colored beads indicate that the woman has no children, while heavy dark beads indicate that the woman already has children. In Himba culture, if a husband dies, and has only one brother, this brother can inherit his wife and children. Divorce is also an abomination, though the woman must remember that whatever the man has given to his family as dowry, say 4 cows, she must return doubly. But before that, sitting under a mopin tree, with the help of the village elders, one can try to reconcile things. It is the Himba form of the modern Western court. The Himba recycle many things. Bowls, spoons and other household items are made from calabashes. Their crafts often include piping and natural materials such as wood, parasitic plants, seeds, leather, and gemstones are incorporated into repurposed items, paying homage to Namibia's mining heritage. Another most interesting belief of this tribe is that a special song is composed here for children. Here the child's birth begins from the moment his mother thinks about his birth. According to the belief, women sit under a tree and think of the song to give birth to a child, and when the song comes to her mind, she sings the song to her husband. Then both have sexual intercourse, and when the woman becomes pregnant, the song is then taught to other people so that everyone remembers it. The rules and regulations of the people of this tribe are so strange that anyone would be surprised to know about them. The strangest rule of this tribe is that its women bathe only once in their lifetime. Surprisingly, women of this tribe take bath only after marriage. Apart from this, they are prohibited from using water. Even washing their clothes is prohibited. Since the women of this tribe bathe only once in their lifetime, how can they keep themselves fresh in such conditions? Then the answer is, they are said to boil special herbs in water and freshen their bodies with its fumes, so that no bad smell comes out of the body. Another most important aspect of this tribe is that men wear marriage marks, not women here. There is a custom in India that married women also wear sindoor, tip, and bangles. Although there is no such rule for men, it is a rule in the Himba tribe that married men wear a turban on their head and never take it off. They observe another amazing custom. It is good to say, their guest burial customs are completely different. In fact, we serve tea and food to the guests who come to the house. In the same way, they also serve tea and food. But here is a little twist. Because when a guest comes to a Himba tribe's house, they serve the women of the house along with food and water. And for this there is a separate room in the house. The man master of the house himself sends his wife to the guest. Mainly to remove the feeling of jealousy in the relationship, this custom is prevalent. And it becomes clear that the society of the Himba tribe is strictly patriarchal, where all the decisions are taken by the men of the house. And women have no right to say anything. The world is changing for the Himba tribe. With insufficient compensation, when livestock is lost to poachers, with increased frequency of droughts due to climate change. More Himba, in search of employment, are forced to move to towns like OvaTwa. If you like the video, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to get this kind of videos.